Good morning. So today is 8/21, 2019. Today is day 66, baby, of me being on a plant-based diet, exercising, practicing intermittent fasting, and losing weight and just being crazy. And one thing that makes me pretty crazy is cravings. So I wanted to do some research. I'm looking for every resource that's out there that can help me get to my goals, man. Because this is a battle. It's a war. It's harder this time for me than last time for sure. Um, and So I came across some stuff about cravings. And the first suggestion that this article makes is watch the clock. It basically is saying don't go too long without eating because that's when you'll have these cravings. Uh, and then the other thing it says have some food around that is good for you to eat if you have the cravings. So I do have that. I have some pickles. I have some fruit, stuff like that. If I'm at work, it's real easy because I don't have any bad food here. So I'm gonna grab a banana. I'm gonna grab at home. Boy, that's where I make those bad decisions. It's usually when I'm alone and I can sneak it. Uh, but you know, the more good food I have around, the better. It kind of works against intermittent fasting, but I would tell you that uh, just a little bit of food is better than eating bad food for sure. The next suggestion they make is eat protein. Eat protein, and with me being on a plant-based diet, you might think that's a little harder. The suggestion that they make is chicken, turkey, fish, and eggs and cheese. I don't eat any of that stuff. What am I supposed to do? You know, and uh, and instead of doing that, what I do is I've just recently purchased some black beans, and I've been adding those to my dinner, and and one of the reasons why was so I would add some more protein into my diet. I felt like I was lacking protein, and that's why I did that. There's plenty of protein in vegetables and stuff, but there's more in legumes, and I wasn't eating enough legumes. So I went out and bought a bunch. I'm even going to bring some to work, and I'm going to start putting them on my lunch. One of these days, I'm going to make a lunch video. So next, they say drink water. Drink water. We've heard that suggestion around here a lot. Um, drink lots of water if you're going to be full. Makes sense. Um, you can definitely use other liquids too. It doesn't have to be water, but water is a really really good thing. This is another thing that we talk about quite a bit. That I talk about quite a bit in my videos. Do something else. Do something else. When you have that bad thought, if you can just get through the moment, it says find a distraction. For me, it might be making a video. It might be what they suggest is listen to music, watch a ball game, go to the movies, watch a movie, stuff like that. And I do all of that stuff. I'm going to read this. It says, when the craving is psychological, that's me. That's why I say crazy. It is a meaning a different. It is a meaning a need different from hunger. Adding Anding explains the way to combat food cravings caused by boredom, anxiety, or other emotions is finding an activity that will take your mind off the craving without adding calories. Call a friend, go window shopping, make a virtual visit to one of your favorite stores online, make a video, uh, watch the ball game, listen to music, read a book, watch a movie. And we talk a lot about this. That is me. That is me. That's when I crave. Is when I'm bored and a little bit crazy. When I have anxiety. Uh, so and I've been doing that, so it makes me feel good. Makes me feel good that I've been doing this. The next suggestion they make is chew some gum. Chew some gum. I'm not a great big gum guy, but it does definitely make sense. Definitely makes sense. Um, the next suggestion that they make is real close to the one that they just made, and that is Uh, Pick a pleasure, do something you like. Um, you know, uh, Take a bubble bath, read a magazine, do your nails. I won't do that. Take a long walk. Boy, we talk about that a lot. That when you have those cravings, you should go for a walk. If we could just do that, can't always do that. Can't sometimes. It's in the middle of the night, stuff like that. You're not probably going to go for a walk. The next suggestion they make is brush your teeth. Not a bad suggestion. You get that toothpaste taste in your mouth and stuff like that. I like it. I like it. The next one basically says spring into action. Uh, so basically, instead of eating some ice cream, go for a walk. So some of this stuff repeats itself. Uh, you know, and then the other thing is it suggests is if you change what you're eating, you'll probably when you have a craving, you'll probably eat something different. It actually talks about eating more nuts, beans, legumes, fruits, vegetables, and whole wheat foods. Well, that is what I've done. I've redefined my palate, but when I have a craving, a lot of times I don't want to eat good. I want to eat bad. So the next thing it says is to stay away from high fructose corn syrup. And I hope that you're aware of what that is and don't read it. Uh, One thing I spent a lot of time, like when I was getting the black beans, I didn't buy them fresh. I'm just going to be honest and boil them and all that. I bought them out of a can. I bought them out of a can. And a lot of people probably would tell you not to be careful of the middle of the grocery store. I totally agree. But what I did is I turned that can around and I read the ingredients, and it didn't have any high corn fructose stuff in it. That's one of the things I was looking for, and anything I can't pronounce. And basically, what it had was beans, water, and salt, and that's it. But just wanted to make a video about what to do when you have those cravings. Just to go over them again. One, watch the clock. If you've gone a long time without eating, that's probably when you're going to have a craving. Me, not that's not the thing. That kind of works against intermittent fasting too, but it definitely makes sense. And what it says is to have something good around to eat, some fruit. Uh, for me, it's pickles. Uh, something that you can snack on that's healthy. Celery. A lot of people have celery around. The next suggestion they made is eat protein. Um, if you're on a plant-based diet, I started eating some black beans to add to my protein count. Um, I did have some cravings the other day though, so we'll see how that goes. Drink lots of water, or you probably pick something else too. But a lot of people make that suggestion on our Facebook page, stuff like that. Find a distraction. We've talked about that. It talks about, go somewhere. So I do that sometimes. Just go for a ride. Get out of the house. Sometimes I'll get out of the office. Um, Listen to music, watch a movie. I do that all the time. The next one is chew gum. Not a big gum chewer, but that makes a lot of sense. Then it says do something you like, which is kind of like pretty much find a distraction. The next one is brush your teeth. Sounds like a really good suggestion. It really, really does. It gets you through the moment, for one, and then two, you'll have that taste in your mouth and all that. Might not want to eat anything. Next, let's go for a walk, basically, spring into action. We talk about that all the time, that if you get a chance and you have a craving, go for a walk. It's going to get you through the moment. The next it says is refine your palate. That makes sense. If you're eating good, when you have a craving, you'll probably crave good foods. Now, I would say that that hasn't worked for me as good. It does say that sometimes we're addicted to white bread, white pasta, white sugar. I used to talk about white foods all the time. Um, and what it says is the more you eat, the more you want. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Um, so it says what it says is eat more nuts, beans, legumes, fruits, vegetables, and whole wheat foods. Well, I'm doing all that. And then the next thing it says is stay away from high fructose corn syrup. I hope you're already doing that. It is the devil. It is the devil.